Howdy do, buckaroos. This is take 2 of this audio, so if I get grumpy or forget to mention things, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm going to start with my unpopular opinion that I have loved this pack since they announced it. I love the idea, I love the concept, it's very much my vibe. I understand that that's not very many people's vibe. That's okay. You know, that's okay. Anyway, I love it. And I've been super excited about it since it was announced, and I'm having a great time playing with it. That being said, I haven't actually played with it yet. I have only built things, and I am absolutely in love with the build assets. You'll see me filter through swatches for a few things a couple times, because, like I said, I just picked this up. So, I'm just looking through everything that there is, trying to see what I want to do. Yeah. And this is a renovation, if you couldn't tell. EA is so very terrible at building homes. This is I believe it was a starter home lot in the green footprint neighborhood of Evergreen Harbor. It's ugly, but I'm gonna be devil's advocate here. And defend EA a little bit. The way they do starters, or even builds at all, in worlds that they give to us, is with the intention that they'll make you want to change them, that they'll make you want to interact on your own, and renovate the home into something that you want to build in, or live in, or whatever. And I think that's especially pertinent in this pack, where the whole intention is that you're upcycling everything. So they give you these terrible, terrible little houses, with the intention that you will make it your own, make something out of it. So, yeah, that's why I don't mind too terribly much. But it's so ugly in the background. It's so ugly in the background. And I know that it's part of it, like it's gonna get more beautiful around you as you make the area more beautiful, but it's so ugly right now. Oh, EA. I also want to know, maybe they touched on this on the live stream, I didn't watch the live stream. What is with the windows? Like, which direction are the windows supposed to go? Does the weird metal thing go in or out? It looks weird both ways, but I mind it less if the weird metal part goes in. I know it's supposed to, like, look more industrial, but I don't, like, what? When have you ever seen that? Where did they get that from? Is that a thing? I don't know. Anyway, so if somebody could just, like, tell me in the comments if that's a thing and I'm an idiot. Also, which way the windows are supposed to go. Thank you and good night. Yeah. So, that's the basics of this. I am pretty thrilled with it. Actually, like, this is legitimately a space I, as a person, would want to live in. I don't know if I want to play in it yet, at all. I really haven't messed with the play aspect of this even a little bit. I'm just very excited about the build assets. I've been having a great time. Nope, the first time I recorded this, I went on some sort of tangent right here about something, and I really don't remember what it was. Maybe I'll touch on the wallpaper. I just left what was up, because this seemed like, you know, the kind of style where they would just leave whatever wallpaper was there. So I did. This is a weird tiny kitchen, because I needed it to fit against this wall. And, oh, I was talking about how much I hate medium wall heights. Right. So, the first floor of this build, this is a renovation, so I left the wall height, which I shouldn't have done. I changed everything else about it. Why didn't I just change the wall height? I don't know. I'm an idiot. So it's a medium wall height for some reason. And that just sucks. It just sucks. Medium wall heights are ugly, nobody likes them, and they shouldn't exist. So I didn't put cabinets in the kitchen, because they look ugly with medium wall heights. Sorry. Um, Also, there's only space for one person at the table, but there's presumably 3 people living here. Just figure it out. You got couches. You're not the kind of family that eats on couches. What's wrong with you? Wall decorations are they're interesting, and I kind of dig the aesthetic of them, but they aren't very cohesive. You can tell that there's several different styles. Also, I hated the bathroom stuff, so I didn't use it. Sorry. It was too weird and technical. I don't want weird and technical in my eco anything. It was weird. Brain, where was I? Wall decorations. Yes, wall hangings. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to decorate 3 separate houses when you use them. Which I understand. Like, this is a very versatile pack, but I wasn't happy with. I was frustrated with that. Especially with medium wall heights, you're gonna fill all that space. The lights are weird, but everything's weird. I feel like it fits. I don't mind that the lights are weird, because everything is weird. I put lights under the stairs, because I thought they might get in the way of Sims coming up the stairs if I put them above the stairs. And I wasn't going to turn off move objects to find out, so I didn't. Also, look how adorable that toddler bed is. Is that not the cutest toddler bed in the whole world? I'm so glad they added more toddler beds, because I hate toddlers and playing with them, but I also hate their beds. Now we have better ones. I really like that dresser that's like a puzzle cubby dresser. I think it's super cute. I think kids' rooms are about to get real cute for a minute. The weird window. Sorry about the weird window. It's so weird. I used some of the City Living Trash or Treasure stuff in here too, because it felt reasonable. Felt like something this situation would have. Yeah, it's a pretty big kids' room. I was a little bummed that they didn't have more kids' activities. They really only added that one activity table. I would have liked to see more outdoor-related kid things, but also I don't know if the kids can do just like regular crafting. I'll have to see what kids can do in this pack. Yeah, okay, so it weirds me out that the beds all kind of look the same. I don't want the parents sleeping in a bed that looks like their kid's bed. That made me uncomfortable and I hated it, so I didn't do that. Instead I used an outdoor retreat bed, which I think is a little out of the vibe, but also at this point didn't care too much. I like having more neutral rugs, but this rug is too big to be usable in most spaces. I don't like big square rugs. Give me more normal sized rugs, please, thank you. I put that candle making station there, but I don't know if it conflicts with the door. The thing I do like about some of the assets they've given us here, and like the style of build it inspires, is that there's like 100 ways to get into any given room. So if some doorways don't work, it's not a big deal. Like there's 2 doors into the master bedroom, and there's multiple ways to get onto that landing, to get through one of it. Like I just think with all the ladders and sliding doors and everything, it's gonna be fine. This upstairs space, I wasn't really sure what to do with, so I just put some garden stuff down. There's also a new lounge chair, so I just threw it up here. I was gonna landscape that green area under the turbine and the solar panels, but I don't know, because I haven't played this yet, I don't know what your sim needs to be able to get to. Like, I think these break. They probably need to be able to be, like, fixed at some point. And I don't know what you need to do that, and I didn't want to block anything. I didn't want to get in the way of anything. So if you understand how that works already, you can throw some flowers up there. Also, I used that flip-flop string light thing for the first time ever on that second floor balcony. I don't know what that is or why it exists, but it felt fitting here. I really like the bamboo fence thing. It's a fun time. it's like a privacy fence, but you can still see through it, so it kind of, you still get the privacy fence vibe, but you can use things, which is important. You can, like, use things behind it. This outdoor space is admittedly going to be a pain in the ass during, like, seasons. If it's raining or there's lightning strikes, you're gonna be sad. And I can only fit some of it underneath cover, because they've got that really interesting, like, glass. Why can't it, awning? It's not an awning. Last time I couldn't remember the word for it either. What is it called? What is that? I just placed it. What is that? Why? What is it called? Anyway, I used more bamboo fencing. I just put down everything a maker really needs or uses. Like, everything. You could be any kind of maker sim in this space. You could make anything ever, and then sell it at your little yard sale table. And I think that's very fun and cute. And there's more garden space. There's so much space. This is a relatively big lot for such a small house, but also, and I know everybody says this, so you should know by now, if you are somebody that watches a lot of speed builds. But the way to fix an EA build is to just make it smaller. They give you way too much space. You are never going to use that space. It makes your house ugly. It makes it hard to deal with. Just get rid of it. Get rid of the space. Nobody wants that. So once you shrink down the house to, like, a workable size, you have this massive lot. And I think, again, this pack is really good for that, because it's based around using your extra space. Putting new crafted things in, repurposing things. I find it very exciting. I'm having fun. Most convincing. Do you guys remember Norm the Robot from Phineas and Ferb? I had a period of my life where whenever I wanted people to know expressly that I wasn't having fun, I would do a Norm the Robot voice and go, "I'm having fun," because, you know, he would do that. And I remember distinctly I was out with my brother's biological father in, you know, those areas that look like old-fashioned alpine towns for some reason? We were at one of those, and I was so bored and so miserable, and I started doing that, and only my mother knew what was happening, and she wasn't going to stop me, and I just very much enjoyed covertly making fun of people all weekend. So, you know, there you go. I hate my brother's death. That's great information that you needed during this eco lifestyle speed build, isn't it? Good fun. Anyway, I am really thrilled with this build. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm really excited to play in this world and see how it works. I don't know if it has replayability yet. But also, I think it's the kind of thing that I would play multiple times, even if most Sims players wouldn't. Because I also liked Strangerville. I know I'm full of unpopular opinions. Anyway, like and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about the new pack. I might be a day or two before I put up another video because I will be playing The Sims. Okay, well, you have a nice day, you know? Go play with some weird bugs. In game, of course.